Hi there, my name is Nate Rugo, and I'm a Senior Solutions Specialist for Native Ads at Microsoft Advertising. Today, I'm going to take you through 5 best practices for building a successful native campaign. First, at the outset, it's important to decide on your campaign success metrics and to create a plan for measuring success once you are live. This includes aligning on what KPIs you will use to measure success. These might vary for each campaign based on your funnel strategy, with branding and awareness campaigns focusing on metrics such as impressions or CTR, while lower funnel strategies might use conversion-based metrics like cost per acquisition or return on ad spend to measure performance. Make sure you also set benchmarks and decide on a pricing model that will set you up for success for each of your campaigns. And once you've launched, it's important to continue to test audiences, placements, and creative throughout the campaign flight to help you drive the best performance for your campaigns. You can measure your campaign performance by regularly pulling reporting to check against your KPIs as well. Number 2, creative that connects with your audience is essential with native ads. So it's important to use lifestyle images and engaging ad copy that resonates with your audience. Some creative best practices to always keep in mind include use lifestyle imagery, which performs best with native ads, and make sure you use bright, inviting, and colorful images. Experiment with your ad copy and test headlines that pose a question, as question headlines tend to perform well with native ads. Keep your funnel strategy in mind while creating your ads, and remember that for awareness campaigns, branding is key, while lower funnel campaigns will need a strong call to action to help drive conversion. Make sure you also keep the timing of your campaign in mind. If you're running promotions, utilize them, and also take seasonality into consideration. Finally, always test 3 to 5 ad variations at a time and continue to swap in new ads periodically to prevent user fatigue. Targeting is another key component to native ads. When launching a new campaign, try to keep your targeting broad. This will allow you to maximize your reach. You can always opt out of audiences that do not perform well, and you might just find that some audiences will unexpectedly be high performers for you. You should also select and create audiences to target users at each stage of the funnel from awareness and conversion. Once you've decided on what targeting you will use to reach your audience, structure your campaigns accordingly. As a best practice, create a separate campaign for each type of targeting you will be using, as this will allow you to have the most control over your audience, budgets, and bids. Make sure you also tier your bids across your campaigns. So larger upper funnel audiences such as in-market should have lower bids, while the highest bid should be reserved for your smaller low funnel audiences that will have the highest probability of converting, such as remarketing. Finally, after you have launched your campaigns, make sure you check in regularly and optimize based on data and performance. It's recommended that you check in on performance for your new campaigns at least once per week to start out. A few things you should also look out for: make sure your conversion tracking is set up properly, and review for issues throughout the flight. Check in on your bids and update them regularly so you can maintain a competitive edge in the marketplace. And also continue to test new creatives and audiences throughout your flight. You can utilize an audience planner to help identify new targeting opportunities that might work well for testing. To summarize, here are those 5 steps for building a successful native campaign. Align on the appropriate success metrics prior to launch and set a plan for measuring success. Use lifestyle images and engaging ad copy to build creatives that perform well. Be thoughtful and specific with your targeting. Structure your campaigns and bids appropriately. And check in regularly with your campaigns and optimize. While all of these strategies will apply across your different native partners, they're a perfect way to drive success with native on the Microsoft Audience Network, our native advertising solution. To learn more and get started today, go to microsoftadvertising.com/native. That's all, and thanks for joining today.